Throughout history, many cultures have revered the period between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. as a spiritually charged time, a moment when the veil between the material and spiritual realms is thin. This deep-rooted belief isn't just folklore, it's rooted in how our brain functions and how we're connected to the universe. Waking up during this time often isn't just a random occurrence. It's the body and mind signaling that there's an alignment happening. Think of the world at this hour. It's quieter, darker, and there's a stillness that pervades. This stillness isn't just external. It reflects a deep internal stillness, a moment where our brain and body can be at peak receptivity. Scientifically speaking, during these hours, melatonin production is at its peak. Melatonin doesn't just regulate sleep, it's a potent antioxidant and plays a vital role in detoxifying our brain and body. So, this period is not just about spiritual awakening, but also a physical renewal. Imagine a lake. During the day, with the activities, the water is often disturbed. But during the early hours, the lake is still, reflecting everything with clarity. Similarly, our mind at this hour can reflect our deepest desires, our true self, and the wisdom of the universe with unmatched clarity. Our brain is an incredible structure, but it often functions like a tape that plays on loop. From childhood till this moment, every experience, emotion, and thought has left an imprint on our brain. These imprints shape our perceptions, reactions, and most importantly, our choices. Our daily behaviors are essentially a playback of this vast database of past experiences. Every morning as we wake up, we're presented with a blank canvas. However, many of us unconsciously choose to repaint the same picture, day in and day out. We think the same thoughts, experience the same emotions, and follow the same routines. But here's the catch. If you're reliving the past every day, how can you create a new future? To truly tap into our brain's potential, we must first accept its tendency to gravitate towards the familiar. Familiarity is comfortable. It's predictable. But in that predictability, we often trap ourselves in a cycle, missing out on the myriad of possibilities that each day presents. However, remember this. Just as our brain has recorded the past, it also has the ability to unrecord or rewrite it. That's the true power of neuroplasticity. Every moment, with every new thought and experience, we have the chance to reshape our brain, to override the old scripts. Awakening between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. isn't merely about breaking the sleep cycle. It's an invitation to break free from the familiar loops of our brain and consciously choose a different narrative for the day. This period is like a bridge. On one side lies the subconscious mind, heavily influenced by the past, and on the other lies our conscious, where the possibility of the present and the future resides. As you wake up during these hours, you're in the middle of the bridge, with a clear choice. Do you walk back into the past or step forward into the potential of the day? Harnessing this opportunity means not just acknowledging this choice, but acting on it. The early hours offer a sanctum of solitude, an uninterrupted moment to reflect, meditate, visualize, and create. Unlike the rest of the day, where external stimuli constantly bombard our senses, these hours offer a pristine mental environment. It's like being given a quiet room and all the art supplies to paint a masterpiece. The question is, are you ready to paint something different, something bold, something beautiful, and most importantly, something that truly resonates with your innermost desires? We often hear about the power of the present, but living it is a different ballgame. The present moment is often elusive, overshadowed by the shadows of the past and the glimmers of the future. But it's in the present that life truly unfolds. Every moment of joy, clarity, inspiration, and love happens in the now. But why is the present so powerful? Imagine time as a river. The water that has flowed is the past, and the water yet to come is the future. But the water you're touching right now, at this very moment, is the present. It's real, tangible, and holds the essence of the entire river. When you wake up, especially during the early hours, you're closer to this river of now than any other time. It's an opportune moment to dive deep into the waters of the present. Being in the present means fully experiencing each moment, feeling the cool air, hearing the distant sounds, and recognizing the subtle rhythm of your heartbeat. It's in these moments of heightened awareness that the universe often whispers its secrets, guides us to answers, and unveils the path ahead. To enter the present is to truly live, to experience life in its purest form. It's not just about mindfulness, it's about soulfulness. It's a dance with the universe, a celebration of being alive, and most importantly, it's the canvas where the masterpiece of our life is painted, one moment at a time. The universe isn't just the vast expanse of stars, galaxies, and cosmic wonders. It's also the intangible energy, consciousness, and vibrations that connect all living beings. Every thought, emotion, and intention sends ripples through this cosmic ocean, influencing our lives and the world around us. But how does one truly connect with this universal consciousness? Intentional stillness. Just as you'd tune into a specific radio frequency to catch a station, tuning into the universe requires finding a quiet space within your mind. This doesn't necessarily mean complete silence, but rather a focused stillness. Meditation is a powerful tool in this aspect. By quieting the mental chatter, you create a receptive space for universal guidance. Gratitude as a beacon. Gratitude isn't just a positive emotion, it's a frequency. By immersing yourself in gratitude, you align with the universe's higher vibrations. Daily practices, such as maintaining a gratitude journal or silently acknowledging things you're thankful for, create a powerful energetic link with the cosmos. Synchronicities and signs. The universe often communicates through signs and synchronicities. These aren't mere coincidences, but meaningful alignments. By being observant and open-minded, you start recognizing these signs, whether it's repeated numbers, unexpected encounters, or recurring patterns in nature, dreams, and intuition. Our subconscious mind is a direct portal to the universe. Dreams, intuition, and gut feelings are often messages from the cosmic realm. Instead of dismissing them, take a moment to analyze and understand their significance. Over time, you'll develop a deeper connection and trust in this innate guidance system. Nature's embrace. Nature is the universe's tangible manifestation. Spending time in nature, be it forests, oceans, or mountains, grounds your energy and attunes you to the cosmic rhythms. The simple act of walking barefoot on grass or listening to the waves can create profound moments of connection. Art of listening. The universe isn't always loud. It whispers, nudges, and hints. Developing the art of deep listening, where you're not just hearing but truly understanding, bridges the gap between the self and the universe. This can be practiced through mindful activities, journaling, or simply sitting in contemplation. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you don't just connect with the universe on a sporadic basis, but it becomes a continuous dialogue, a partnership where you co-create your reality. The quantum field is a vast sea of potentialities. It's where possibilities exist as waves until they are observed or interacted with, and then they become particles, or in simpler terms, reality. It's the realm of the formless, waiting to take form based on our interactions. Understanding the observer. Effect. At its core, the quantum realm responds to observation. The act of observing or expecting a certain outcome can influence the behavior of quantum particles. This means our conscious intentions play a significant role in shaping our reality. Frequency matching. Everything has a vibration. Thoughts, emotions, and intentions. By aligning our inner vibrations with what we desire, we send a clear signal into the quantum field. Visualization techniques, where you not only see but feel the emotions of your desired reality, help in this frequency matching. Heart-brain coherence. Our heart and brain, when in coherence, create a powerful electromagnetic field. This field, when directed with intention, can interact with the quantum realm effectively. Breathwork, gratitude practices, and meditation help achieve this coherence, allowing us to influence the quantum field with clarity and power. Let's dive deeper into the concept of the protective state and how it influences our lives. This state, characterized by continuous stress and survival instincts, is more than just a mental stance. It's a deeply ingrained program that affects our physiology, emotions, and overall well-being. Understanding this state is crucial for anyone seeking to break free from its grip and move towards a life of joy, health, and fulfillment. The protective state is rooted in our evolutionary biology. Our ancestors relied on this state to survive in a world full of dangerous predators, natural disasters, and other threats. This state is activated by the brain's limbic system, particularly the amygdala, which is responsible for processing emotions and triggering the body's fight or flight response. In this state, our sympathetic nervous system kicks in, releasing stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare the body to either fight the threat or flee from it. This response was essential for survival in prehistoric times, but in modern society, it's often triggered by non-life-threatening situations like work deadlines, financial worries, and relationship issues. The amygdala plays a central role in the protective state. When we perceive a threat, whether real or imagined, the amygdala sends a distress signal to the hypothalamus, which then activates the sympathetic nervous system. This leads to a cascade of physiological responses designed to prepare the body for immediate action. Increased heart rate and blood pressure to supply more oxygen to the muscles. Rapid breathing to increase oxygen intake. Dilated pupils to enhance vision. Suppression of non-essential functions, digestive and reproductive systems slow down to conserve energy. These responses are highly effective in short bursts, allowing us to respond quickly to immediate dangers. However, when the protective state is chronically activated, it can have detrimental effects on our health. In today's world, many people live in a state of chronic stress, constantly triggering their protective mechanisms. This can be due to various factors such as work pressures, financial stress, personal relationships, and even our own internal thoughts and worries. The result is a body and mind that are perpetually on high alert. Chronic stress leads to a range of physical and mental health issues, including cardiovascular problems. Persistent high blood pressure can damage arteries, leading to heart disease and stroke. Digestive issues, the suppression of the digestive system, can result in gastrointestinal problems such as ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome (IBS), and acid reflux. Weakened immune system. Chronic stress can weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and illnesses. Mental health disorders, anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues are often exacerbated by chronic stress. The impact on cognitive function. Living in a protective state also affects cognitive function. When we're stressed, the brain prioritizes immediate survival over higher order thinking. This means our ability to concentrate, make decisions, and solve problems is compromised. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking and decision-making, is less active, while the amygdala, responsible for emotional reactions, is more dominant. This shift in brain activity can lead to impaired memory. Stress affects the hippocampus, a brain region involved in forming new memories. Reduced creativity. A stressed mind is less likely to think creatively or explore new ideas. Poor decision-making. With the prefrontal cortex compromised, our decisions are more likely to be impulsive and less considered. Emotional consequences of the protective state. Emotionally, living in a protective state can be draining. The constant release of stress hormones affects our mood, leading to feelings of anxiety, irritability, and depression. We may find ourselves constantly worrying about the future or ruminating on past events. This emotional turmoil can affect our relationships, as we may become more reactive and less patient with others. Furthermore, living in a protective state often leads to emotional numbness. To cope with the constant stress, we may shut down emotionally, becoming disconnected from our feelings and from those around us. This emotional shutdown can lead to a sense of isolation and loneliness, further exacerbating our stress. When we're in a protective state, our behaviors reflect our need for survival. These behaviors can become habitual, forming patterns that are hard to break. Some common behavioral patterns include avoiding situations or people that we perceive as threats, even if they're not truly dangerous. Hypervigilance, constantly scanning the environment for potential threats, leading to an inability to relax. Aggression, reacting aggressively to perceived threats, which can strain relationships and create conflict. Procrastination, delaying tasks due to fear of failure or criticism, which can increase stress in the long run. These behaviors, while protective in the short term, can limit our potential and prevent us from living fulfilling lives. Our protective state is not just a response to immediate threats, it's also conditioned by our past experiences. From a young age, we learn to associate certain situations with danger or safety based on our experiences and the reactions of those around us. These conditioned responses can be deeply ingrained, influencing our behavior and emotional reactions throughout our lives. For example, if we experience criticism or punishment for expressing our emotions as children, we may learn to suppress our feelings as adults, fearing vulnerability. Similarly, if we were praised for academic or professional success, we may place undue pressure on ourselves to achieve, leading to chronic stress. Understanding these conditioned responses is key to breaking free from the protective state. By recognizing the patterns that keep us trapped, we can begin to recondition our minds and bodies to respond differently. Breaking free from the protective state requires conscious effort and practice. It's about rewiring our brains and bodies to respond to life with openness and curiosity rather than fear and stress. Here are some strategies to help achieve this transformation. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can help calm the mind and reduce the activity of the amygdala. These practices promote a state of relaxation and present moment awareness, allowing us to step out of the protective state. Breath work. Deep, intentional breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and counteracting the effects of chronic stress. Techniques like diaphragmatic breathing and alternate nostril breathing can be particularly effective. Reframing thoughts. Cognitive reframing involves changing the way we perceive and interpret stressful situations. By challenging negative thought patterns and focusing on positive outcomes, we can reduce the emotional impact of stress. Physical exercise. Regular physical exercise helps release built-up tension and stress. It also promotes the release of endorphins, which improve mood and overall well-being. Healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries in our personal and professional lives can help reduce stress. This includes learning to say no, delegating tasks, and prioritizing self-care. Social support. Building and maintaining strong social connections provides emotional support and reduces feelings of isolation. Sharing our experiences and challenges with trusted friends or family can alleviate stress and provide perspective. Gratitude practice. Practicing gratitude shifts our focus from what is wrong in our lives to what is right. Regularly acknowledging and appreciating positive aspects of our lives can improve our mood and overall outlook. Professional help. Seeking support from therapists or coaches who specialize in stress management and emotional healing can provide additional tools and strategies for breaking free from the protective state. Reconditioning the mind and body. Reconditioning involves creating new neural pathways and habits that promote a state of relaxation and well-being. This process takes time and consistent effort, but it is possible with the right approach. Incorporate relaxation techniques into your daily routine. This could be a morning meditation, a midday breathing exercise, or an evening gratitude journal. Consistency is key to reconditioning the mind and body. Positive reinforcement. Reward yourself for practicing relaxation and positive thinking. This could be as simple as acknowledging your efforts or treating yourself to something you enjoy. Positive reinforcement strengthens new habits. Visualization. Use visualization techniques to imagine yourself in a relaxed, stress-free state. Visualizing positive outcomes can help rewire the brain to respond differently to stress. Mindful awareness. Practice mindful awareness throughout the day. Notice when you start to feel stressed and use relaxation techniques to bring yourself back to a state of calm. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. The role of self-compassion. Self-compassion is an essential component of breaking free from the protective state. Many of us are our own harshest critics, perpetuating stress and negative self-talk. Learning to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding can reduce stress and promote emotional healing. Practice self-compassion exercises, such as speaking to yourself as you would a close friend or writing a letter of encouragement to yourself. These exercises can shift your internal dialogue to a more supportive and loving tone. Forgiveness. Forgive yourself for past mistakes and shortcomings. Holding on to guilt and regret perpetuates stress. Recognize that you are human and that making mistakes is part of the learning process. Mindful self-acceptance. Accept yourself as you are in this moment. This doesn't mean you can't strive for improvement, but it means acknowledging and accepting your current state without judgment. The impact of environment. Our environment plays a significant role in maintaining or breaking the protective state. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, positive influences can facilitate the shift from stress to relaxation. Designate a space in your home where you can relax and unwind. This could be a meditation corner, a cozy reading nook, or a peaceful garden. Make this space a sanctuary where you can escape from stress. Limiting negative influences. Identify and limit exposure to negative influences in your life, whether they are people, media, or environments. Surround yourself with positivity and support. Building a support network. Cultivate relationships with people who uplift and support you. Having a strong support network provides emotional security and reduces feelings of isolation. Understanding and managing triggers. Identifying and managing triggers is crucial for breaking the cycle of chronic stress. Triggers are situations, people, or thoughts that activate the protective state. By understanding your triggers, you can develop strategies to manage them effectively. Keep a journal to track situations or thoughts that trigger stress. Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you understand what activates your protective state. Develop coping strategies. Once you identify your triggers, develop coping strategies to manage them. This could include deep breathing, positive self-talk, or removing yourself from the triggering situation. Practice response flexibility. Work on being flexible in your responses to triggers. Instead of reacting automatically, pause and choose a more mindful response. This takes practice but can significantly reduce stress. The role of sleep and nutrition. Sleep and nutrition are fundamental to managing stress and breaking free from the protective state. Poor sleep and nutrition can exacerbate stress and weaken the body's ability to cope. Ensure you get enough sleep each night. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. Create a bedtime routine that promotes relaxation, such as turning off screens an hour before bed and practicing a calming activity like reading or meditation. Balanced diet. Eat a balanced diet rich in whole foods, such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Avoid excessive caffeine, sugar, and processed foods as they can contribute to stress and anxiety. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Dehydration can affect cognitive function and increase feelings of stress. The impact of physical activity. Regular physical activity is one of the most effective ways to reduce stress and improve overall well-being. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, and helps reduce the levels of stress hormones in the body. Choose physical activities that you enjoy, whether it's walking, swimming, dancing, or playing a sport. When you enjoy the activity, you're more likely to stick with it. Incorporate movement into your day. Look for opportunities to incorporate movement into your daily routine. This could be taking the stairs instead of the elevator, going for a walk during your lunch break, or doing a quick workout at home. Mind-body exercises. Consider mind-body exercises such as yoga, tai chi, or qigong. These practices not only provide physical exercise, but also promote relaxation and mindfulness. The importance of purpose and meaning. Having a sense of purpose and meaning in life can significantly reduce stress and promote overall well-being. When we engage in activities that align with our values and passions, we feel more fulfilled and less stressed. Reflect on what matters most to you. Identify your core values and passions. Understanding what drives you can help you make choices that align with your true self. Set meaningful goals. Set goals that reflect your values and passions. These goals should be specific, achievable, and meaningful. Working towards something that matters to you can provide a sense of purpose and direction. Engage in acts of kindness. Helping others and engaging in acts of kindness can provide a sense of purpose and connection. Whether it's volunteering, helping a neighbor, or simply offering a kind word, these actions can reduce stress and promote a sense of fulfillment. embracing change and adaptability. Change is a constant in life, and our ability to adapt to change can significantly affect our stress levels. Embracing change with an open and flexible mindset can help reduce the impact of stress. Accept that change is a natural part of life. Instead of resisting change, try to embrace it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Stay flexible. Cultivate a flexible mindset. Be open to new experiences and willing to adapt to new circumstances. Flexibility can help you navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Develop resilience. Build resilience by focusing on your strengths and practicing self-care. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, and it can be developed through practice and perseverance. Creating a positive mindset. A positive mindset can transform the way we experience stress. By focusing on the positive aspects of life and cultivating an optimistic outlook, we can reduce the impact of stress and enhance our overall well-being. Challenge negative thoughts and replace them with positive ones. Focus on your strengths and achievements and remind yourself of your capabilities. Gratitude journaling. Keep a gratitude journal and regularly write down things you're grateful for. This practice can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right in your life. Surround yourself with positivity. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's uplifting people, inspiring books, or motivational quotes. Positive influences can help reinforce a positive mindset. Conclusion, embracing a new way of being. Breaking free from the protective state is a journey that requires conscious effort and practice. By understanding the anatomy of stress, identifying and managing triggers, and incorporating relaxation techniques into your daily life, you can recondition your mind and body to respond to life with openness and curiosity. Embrace self-compassion, prioritize sleep and nutrition, engage in physical activity, and find purpose and meaning in your life. Practice flexibility, resilience, and positive thinking. Surround yourself with supportive environments and relationships. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate stress entirely, but to develop a healthier relationship with it. By shifting from a protective state to a state of relaxation and well-being, you can enhance your overall quality of life and experience true joy and fulfillment. The societal expectations placed on men to provide and compete are deeply ingrained in our cultural fabric. These pressures can shape men's identities, behaviors, and mental health in profound ways. Understanding the origins and impacts of these pressures is crucial for fostering a more balanced and healthy approach to masculinity. This comprehensive exploration will delve into the historical context, societal expectations, psychological impacts, and potential pathways towards a healthier conception of masculinity. The pressure on men to provide and compete has historical roots that span centuries. Traditionally, men have been seen as the primary breadwinners and protectors of their families. This role was not just a social expectation, but also a survival necessity in pre-industrial societies. Pre-industrial societies and hunter-gatherer and agrarian societies, physical strength and the ability to hunt or farm were crucial for survival. Men were expected to provide food and protection for their families, establishing a gender role based on physical prowess and economic provision. The Industrial Revolution shifted economic activities from agrarian fields to factories and offices. Men became the primary wage earners, reinforcing their role as providers. This period also saw the rise of the nuclear family model, where the male breadwinner and female homemaker roles were clearly delineated. Post-World War II era, the post-war economic boom further cemented the male provider role as many men returned from war to jobs that supported their families. The ideal of the self-made man and the notion of success tied to career achievements became prominent. Societal expectations. Societal expectations around masculinity are perpetuated through various channels, including media, family structures, and educational systems. These expectations often emphasize the importance of financial success, physical strength, and competitive prowess. Media, including movies, television shows, and advertisements, often portray men as strong, stoic, and successful. Heroes and protagonists are frequently depicted as individuals who overcome obstacles through determination and strength. Advertisements for men's products, such as cars, watches, and suits, often emphasize power, success, and status, reinforcing the notion that a man's worth is tied to his achievements and possessions. Family dynamics. Traditional family structures often reinforce the male provider role. Fathers are frequently expected to be the primary breadwinners, while mothers take on caregiving roles. This division of labor can shape children's perceptions of gender roles from a young age. Boys may be encouraged to pursue careers that promise financial stability and success, while emotional expression and vulnerability are often discouraged. Educational systems. Educational systems can perpetuate gender norms through curricula and extracurricular activities. Subjects like mathematics, science, and sports are often emphasized for boys, while arts and humanities may be less encouraged. Competitive sports and academic achievements are celebrated, fostering a culture where boys feel the need to excel and outperform their peers to gain recognition and approval. The impact of competition. Competition is a double-edged sword. While it can drive motivation and achievement, it can also lead to stress, anxiety, and feelings of inadequacy. For men, the pressure to compete can manifest in various aspects of life, including career, physical appearance, and social status. The pressure to succeed in one's career can lead to long working hours, job-related stress, and a focus on financial gain at the expense of personal well-being. Men may feel compelled to constantly prove their worth through promotions, salary increases, and professional accolades. Job loss or financial instability can be particularly devastating, as it not only impacts one's livelihood but also challenges one's identity as a provider. Physical appearance and fitness. Societal standards of physical attractiveness for men often emphasize muscularity and fitness. This can lead to body image issues, excessive exercise, and even the use of performance-enhancing substances. Men may feel the need to compete in physical fitness and sports to maintain social status and self-esteem. Social status and relationships. Men are often judged by their social status, which can include their career achievements, income level, and the perceived success of their personal relationships. The pressure to keep up with the Joneses can lead to financial strain and stress. Relationships can also be a source of competition, with men feeling the need to prove themselves as desirable partners through material possessions and social status. Psychological impacts. The pressures to provide and compete can have significant psychological impacts on men. These pressures can contribute to mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and burnout. Understanding these impacts is essential for addressing the root causes and promoting mental well-being. The constant pressure to achieve and succeed can lead to chronic stress and anxiety. Men may feel overwhelmed by the need to meet societal expectations, leading to physical and emotional exhaustion. Financial stress, job insecurity, and the fear of failure can exacerbate anxiety, impacting overall mental health. When men feel they are unable to meet societal expectations, they may experience feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. This can lead to depression, as the gap between their actual and ideal selves widens. Depression can also result from the suppression of emotions, as societal norms often discourage men from expressing vulnerability and seeking help. Burnout. The relentless pursuit of success and perfection can lead to burnout. Men may find themselves physically and emotionally depleted, unable to cope with the demands placed on them. Burnout can impact all areas of life, including work performance, relationships, and overall well-being. Substance abuse. To cope with stress and emotional pain, some men may turn to substance abuse. Alcohol, drugs, and other addictive behaviors can provide temporary relief but ultimately worsen mental health and create additional problems. The pressure to provide and compete can strain personal relationships. Men may prioritize work and success over family and personal connections, leading to feelings of neglect and dissatisfaction in their relationships. Emotional unavailability and the inability to communicate openly can further erode the quality of relationships, creating a cycle of stress and isolation. Pathways to a healthier conception of masculinity. Breaking free from the pressures of providing and competing requires a shift in societal norms and individual mindsets. By embracing a more balanced and inclusive conception of masculinity, men can lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. Broaden the definition of success to include not just career achievements and financial wealth, but also personal growth, emotional well-being, and meaningful relationships. Encourage men to pursue a balanced life that values all aspects of well-being. Celebrate diverse forms of success, including artistic, creative, and altruistic achievements, recognizing that fulfillment comes from various sources. Encourage men to express their emotions openly and without judgment. Create safe spaces where men can share their feelings and experiences without fear of stigma or ridicule. Educate boys and men about the importance of emotional intelligence and the value of vulnerability in building authentic connections. Promote healthy competition that focuses on personal growth and collaboration rather than cutthroat rivalry. Encourage men to compete with themselves, striving for self-improvement and mastery rather than comparing themselves to others. Highlight the importance of teamwork, cooperation, and mutual support in achieving shared goals. Increase awareness about men's mental health issues and reduce the stigma associated with seeking help. provide access to mental health resources, including counseling, support groups, and wellness programs. Encourage men to prioritize self-care and recognize the importance of mental health and overall well-being. Challenge traditional gender norms that restrict men's roles and behaviors. Promote gender equality and inclusivity, allowing men to explore diverse identities and expressions of masculinity. Support policies and practices that promote work-life balance, such as parental leave, flexible work arrangements, and equal opportunities for all genders. Encourage men to build and maintain strong support networks, including friendships, family connections, and community involvement. Social support is crucial for emotional well-being and resilience. Create opportunities for men to connect with others through shared interests, hobbies, and activities that. The pressure to provide and compete has shaped the male experience for centuries, influencing identities, behaviors, and mental health. While these pressures have historical and societal roots, they are not immutable. By understanding the impact of these pressures and embracing a more balanced and inclusive conception of masculinity, men can lead healthier, more fulfilling lives. This transformation requires collective effort from individuals, families, communities, and society as a whole. By promoting emotional expression, redefining success, and challenging traditional gender norms, we can create a world where men are free to be their authentic selves, unburdened by the weight of unrealistic expectations. The human heart is not just a vital organ pumping blood throughout our bodies, it is also a profound symbol of emotional and spiritual life. The concept of opening your heart extends beyond mere sentimentality. It encompasses a profound shift in consciousness that can lead to transformative changes in physical health, emotional well-being, and interpersonal relationships. This exploration will delve into the scientific basis, psychological significance, and practical methods for opening your heart, drawing upon the principles and teachings of personal growth and healing. The heart and brain are intimately connected through a complex network of neurons, neurotransmitters, and electromagnetic fields. This connection, often referred to as the heart-brain axis, plays a crucial role in our emotional and physiological health. The field of neurocardiology studies the intricate relationship between the heart and the brain. The heart contains its own complex nervous system, known as the heart-brain or intrinsic cardiac nervous system, which can operate independently of the brain and central nervous system. This heart-brain communicates with the brain in several ways, including through neural pathways, biochemical signals, and electromagnetic fields. Heart rate variability is the measure of the variation in time between each heartbeat. High HRV is associated with greater emotional resilience, stress management, and overall health. Practices that promote heart coherence, such as meditation and deep breathing, can improve HRV and enhance the communication between the heart and brain, leading to better emotional regulation and physical health. The heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field that can be measured several feet away from the body. This field is believed to influence not only our own physiological state, but also the states of those around us. Research suggests that the heart's electromagnetic field is involved in the process of emotional and social communication, further highlighting the importance of heart coherence in our interactions and relationships. Most people spend a significant portion of their waking lives in a protective state, characterized by stress and survival instincts. This state is driven by the brain's constant scanning of the environment for threats and potential dangers. The body's stress response is designed to protect us from immediate threats. When we perceive a danger, our bodies release stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, which prepare us for fight or flight. While this response is beneficial in acute situations, chronic activation can lead to negative health outcomes, including cardiovascular disease, anxiety, and depression. When living in a state of stress and survival, we often anticipate negative outcomes and create emotions based on those anticipations. This can lead to a cycle of fear, anxiety, and worry that becomes ingrained in our subconscious mind. This emotional programming can limit our ability to experience joy, love, and connection, keeping us in a state of emotional and physiological tension. Breaking free from the protective state requires conscious effort and practice. Techniques such as mindfulness, meditation, and heart-focused breathing can help shift the body from a stress response to a state of relaxation and coherence. Developing awareness of our habitual thought patterns and emotional responses is the first step towards creating new, healthier patterns that support emotional well-being and heart coherence. The male experience the pressure to provide and compete. Men in particular are often conditioned to live in a state of stress and survival due to societal expectations to provide and compete. This conditioning can create barriers to opening the heart and experiencing emotional freedom. Traditional societal norms place a high value on men's ability to succeed in their careers, provide for their families, and maintain a competitive edge. These expectations can lead to chronic stress and emotional suppression. Men may feel pressured to prioritize financial success and professional achievements over emotional well-being and personal fulfillment. Emotional suppression is a common coping mechanism for men who feel they must conform to societal expectations of stoicism and strength. This can lead to a disconnection from their own emotions and an inability to express vulnerability. Suppressed emotions can manifest as physical symptoms, such as tension, pain, and illness, further compounding the stress and survival response. Encouraging men to explore and express their emotions can lead to significant healing and transformation. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and heart coherence techniques can help men reconnect with their emotions and open their hearts. Creating supportive environments where men can share their experiences and vulnerabilities without judgment is crucial for fostering emotional freedom and well-being. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but it is actually a powerful tool for personal growth and connection. Embracing vulnerability allows us to open our hearts and experience deeper, more authentic relationships. Vulnerability is the willingness to be open and authentic, even in the face of uncertainty, risk, and emotional exposure. It is not about being weak or defenseless, but about having the courage to be true to ourselves and others. Embracing vulnerability means accepting and expressing our emotions, needs, and desires, even when it feels uncomfortable or challenging. Authentic connections are built on a foundation of vulnerability. When we allow ourselves to be seen and known by others, we create opportunities for genuine intimacy and trust. Vulnerability fosters empathy and compassion, as it allows us to see and understand the shared human experience in others. The fear of vulnerability often stems from a fear of rejection, judgment, or failure. Overcoming this fear requires a shift in mindset, where we see vulnerability as a strength rather than a liability. Practices such as mindfulness and self-compassion can help us develop the resilience and courage needed to embrace vulnerability and open our hearts. Opening the heart can have profound effects on both emotional and physical healing. By fostering heart coherence, we can tap into the body's natural ability to heal and restore balance. Emotional wounds, such as trauma, grief, and loss, can create blockages in the heart's energy field. Opening the heart allows these emotions to be acknowledged, processed, and released, facilitating emotional healing. Practices such as heart-focused meditation, gratitude, and compassion can help open the heart and promote emotional well-being. The heart's electromagnetic field plays a crucial role in the body's physiological processes. When the heart is in a state of coherence, it can support the body's natural healing mechanisms. Research has shown that heart coherence can improve immune function, reduce inflammation, and promote overall health and well-being. Numerous case studies and testimonials highlight the transformative power of opening the heart. Individuals who have embraced heart coherence practices often report significant improvements in their physical health, emotional well-being, and overall quality of life. These stories serve as powerful evidence of the heart's healing power and inspire others to embark on their own journey of heart opening and healing. Heart-focused meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating heart coherence and opening the heart. This technique involves directing attention and intention to the heart center, fostering a state of relaxation and emotional balance. Find a quiet and comfortable space where you can sit or lie down without distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax and your mind to settle. Bring your attention to the area of your heart, placing your hand over your heart if it helps to focus your awareness. Imagine your breath flowing in and out of your heart center as if you are breathing through your heart. As you continue to breathe, visualize a warm, radiant light in your heart center. Allow this light to expand and fill your entire chest. Focus on a positive emotion, such as love, gratitude, or compassion. Allow yourself to fully experience this emotion as you continue to breathe through your heart. Spend a few minutes in this state of heart-focused meditation, allowing the positive emotion to permeate your entire being. Heart-focused meditation promotes heart coherence, reducing stress and anxiety, and enhancing emotional resilience. This practice can improve heart rate variability, support immune function, and promote overall physical health. By regularly practicing heart-focused meditation, you can cultivate a greater sense of inner peace, emotional balance, and well-being. Gratitude is a powerful emotion that can open the heart and shift our focus from lack and fear to abundance and appreciation. Cultivating a gratitude practice can enhance heart coherence and promote emotional and physical health. set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on the things you are grateful for. This can be done in the morning before bed or at any time that works for you. Write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for in a gratitude journal. These can be simple things such as a beautiful sunset, a kind gesture, or a delicious meal. As you write each item, take a moment to fully experience the feeling of gratitude. Allow the emotion to fill your heart and expand throughout your body. Throughout the day, look for opportunities to express gratitude to others. Acknowledge and appreciate the kindness and support you receive from those around you. Gratitude can shift your focus from negative to positive, enhancing your overall outlook on life and promoting emotional well-being. This practice can increase heart coherence, reduce stress, and improve physical health. By cultivating gratitude, you can strengthen your relationships and create a more positive and supportive environment. Compassion and loving kindness are powerful practices that can open the heart and foster emotional connection and empathy. These practices involve directing feelings of love and kindness towards yourself and others, promoting a sense of unity and interconnectedness. Find a quiet and comfortable space where you can sit or lie down without distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing your body to relax and your mind to settle. Begin by directing loving kindness towards yourself. Silently repeat phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be healthy, may I be safe, may I live with ease." As you repeat these phrases, visualize yourself surrounded by a warm, loving light. Allow yourself to fully experience the feelings of love and kindness. Next, direct loving kindness towards someone you care about. Silently repeat the same phrases, imagining this person surrounded by the same warm, loving light. Gradually expand your circle of loving kindness to include other people in your life, including those you may have difficulty with. Finally, extend your loving kindness to all beings everywhere. Benefits of compassion and loving kindness. These practices can enhance emotional connection and empathy, reducing feelings of isolation and loneliness. Compassion and loving kindness can promote heart coherence, reduce stress, and improve overall health and well-being. By cultivating compassion and loving kindness, you can create a more positive and harmonious environment, both within yourself and in your interactions with others. For many men, understanding the science behind this transformation is crucial. When they grasp that opening their hearts can lead to healing and a better quality of life, they pursue this change with passion and determination. It's no longer a vague idea, it's a rational, science-backed approach to a better life. However, our environment often lacks support for men to be vulnerable. Yet research shows that vulnerability is one of the top qualities of great leaders. When men understand this, they begin to trust more, open up more, and break down the facades they've built. They start to experience genuine happiness and fulfillment. To facilitate this transformation, we provide numerous opportunities for men to practice opening their hearts and connecting with others. When you care for others, when you give, and when you experience gratitude, your heart opens. In our healing sessions, we encourage men to be in their hearts. This indirect approach often leads to profound changes. When men care for others with genuine passion, their hearts open up. They become more like children, free, relaxed, and less rigid. This goes against their usual programming, but with a little knowledge and encouragement, they start to embrace it. It's not just men who can benefit from this approach. Women who have experienced trauma, such as childhood abuse, often carry emotional scars that affect their behavior. They may not understand why they react in certain ways, but it's a protective mechanism rooted in past experiences. When these individuals feel safe and supported, they can confront these emotional walls. Moving through these barriers allows their bodies to experience the freedom they had before the traumatic event. This can lead to a reorganization of their body's physiology and a profound sense of liberation. Personal stories of transformation are incredibly powerful. Imagine a man in his late 60s, struggling with a severe heart condition, sharing his journey. Despite all his efforts, medical treatments, diet changes, psychotherapy, he never found true healing until he learned to open his heart. In a moment of profound realization during a walking meditation, he experienced a level of love he'd never felt before. This wasn't just an emotional breakthrough, it was a physical one. For the first time in 20 years, he could walk the entire beach without chest pain. His body believed it was in a new life, and it responded accordingly. When this man shares his story with an audience, it moves them deeply. It's not a Hollywood production, it's real, tangible evidence of what's possible. This kind of testimony creates a ripple effect. Once people see it, they believe it. And if one person can do it, others can too. This ripple effect creates a collective consciousness. When a community of individuals begins to understand that more is possible, they start to unify. They become a living organism, a species of human beings tapping into their true potential. This collective belief amplifies the miracles and transformations. All it takes is one person to start the wave. When they share their story with humility, grace, and curiosity, they give others permission to step out of their comfort zones. This is how we build a culture of openness and healing. True transformation requires a balance between our head and heart. We can't rely solely on emotions. We need our brains to guide us. The brain acts as a compass, directing our energy and intentions. When we have coherence in both the brain and heart, we can create greater effects on our reality. Our brain provides direction, while our heart provides the energy to move forward. When these two aspects are in harmony, we can achieve profound changes in our lives. This is the key to unlocking our true potential. Empowering women is about more than achieving external success. It involves fostering a deep sense of self-love and inner strength. Turning love inward is a profound act of self-care that allows women to nurture their own well-being, build resilience, and unlock their full potential. This exploration will delve into the significance of self-love, the barriers women often face in loving themselves, and practical strategies to cultivate and empower this inward focus. Self-love is the foundation of a healthy, fulfilling life. It is the practice of valuing oneself, recognizing one's inherent worth, and treating oneself with kindness and compassion. Self-love begins with accepting oneself fully, including all strengths and imperfections. It involves recognizing that everyone is a unique individual with their own set of qualities and experiences. Self-acceptance fosters a positive self-image and a sense of inner peace, which are essential for emotional well-being. Self-compassion is the practice of being kind and understanding towards oneself, especially during times of difficulty or failure. It involves treating oneself with the same empathy and support that one would offer a friend. This practice can help women navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and emotional balance. The concept of the quantum you is rooted in the principles of quantum physics, a field of science that may seem distant from our daily lives, yet is profoundly connected to every breath we take and every thought we think. Quantum physics shows us a universe that is far more dynamic and interconnected than we could ever imagine. At the quantum level, particles are not static entities, they are processes, interactions, constantly in flux, and deeply connected. This fundamental aspect of connectedness and possibility is where our journey begins. To truly grasp the quantum you, we must first dive into what quantum physics tells us about reality. At the core of quantum theory is the understanding that particles, the very building blocks of matter, exist in a state of potential all possible states until observed. This isn't just a scientific curiosity, it's a profound metaphor for human potential. When we apply this concept to our lives, we see that our thoughts and beliefs act as observers of our own quantum state. Just as a particle collapses into a set state when observed, our lives take shape according to our expectations and beliefs. If our beliefs are limiting, our lives follow suit. Conversely, if we open ourselves to the vast potential of our minds and spirits, our lives can transform in ways that might currently seem impossible. This quantum model of reality tells us something essential. Nothing is fixed, and everything is possible until we decide what it will be. This principle gives us tremendous freedom and responsibility. Our thoughts and perceptions shape our reality, not just metaphorically, but literally in the quantum field. Now let's focus on the power of thoughts. Thoughts are the seeds of action. They shape our perceptions, guide our decisions, and ultimately create our reality. In the quantum field, every thought has the potential to manifest into reality. This isn't magic, it's about understanding how deeply our consciousness is intertwined with the fabric of the universe. Every thought sends out a wave into the quantum field. A positive thought can have a positive impact, and a negative thought can bring about negative outcomes. But it's not just about occasional thoughts, it's about our dominant, recurring thoughts, those that define our mental landscape. To harness the power of our thoughts, we must become keen observers of our own minds. We need to be mindful of the habitual thoughts that run through our minds every day. Are they thoughts of fear, doubt, and limitation? Or are they thoughts of hope, possibility, and growth? By aligning our thoughts with the outcomes we desire, we engage in a form of quantum creation. We are quite literally instructing the universe on how to materialize our reality. Emotions play a critical role in this process. They are the language of the body, just as thoughts are the language of the brain. The state of our emotions is a powerful indicator and shaper of our reality. When we feel emotions, we are experiencing the body's reaction to our thoughts. If our emotions are predominantly negative, it is often because our thoughts are rooted in fear or loss. These emotions then feed back into our thoughts, creating a cycle that can be hard to break. However, when we start to shift our emotions, we can begin to shift our entire reality. Emotions are not just reactions, they are also signals that we send out into the quantum field. Positive emotions such as joy, gratitude, and inspiration are particularly powerful. They resonate at higher frequencies, which can attract positive changes and opportunities into our lives. To change our emotions, we must start with our thoughts. This means cultivating an awareness of the negative thought patterns that generate negative emotions and deliberately choosing thoughts that foster positive emotions. This isn't about suppressing what we feel, but rather about transforming our habitual emotional responses. It's about retraining ourselves to feel differently by thinking differently. By understanding and integrating the lessons from quantum physics into our daily lives, we can begin to unlock the power of the quantum you. We can move beyond being passive observers of our lives to active creators. In the next segments, we will explore how meditation can serve as a gateway to this transformative power and how we can harness it to create real and lasting change. Stay tuned as we continue to delve deeper into the quantum dimensions of personal transformation. One of the most profound lessons we can learn about personal transformation is the power of breaking free from the habits that define our current selves. Many of us operate on autopilot, governed by deep-seated habits and beliefs that shape our experiences and our realities. But what if you could change that? What if you could break the cycle of your habitual thoughts and reactions and create a new way of being? This segment is about understanding how to break those habits that no longer serve us and how to consciously create new ones that align with the reality we desire. It starts with recognizing that every habit forms a loop in our brain, a loop that includes a cue, a routine, and a reward. To change a habit, we need to identify these loops and consciously alter them. First, identify the habits that are holding you back. These could be as simple as reaching for unhealthy snacks when stressed, or as complex as the habit of thinking negatively about ourselves. Recognize the cues that trigger these habits. Is it a time of day, a particular environment, or an emotional state that starts the habitual behavior? Once you recognize these patterns, you can start to disrupt them. Instead of following the habitual response, introduce a new action, one that provides a positive reward. This might mean replacing the unhealthy snack with a healthy one, or substituting a negative thought with a positive affirmation. Awareness is your most powerful tool in breaking old habits. It involves more than just noticing what you're doing. It involves understanding why you're doing it and how it makes you feel. This deeper level of awareness can be cultivated through mindfulness practices such as meditation, which helps you become more conscious of your thoughts and feelings in real time. Creating new habits requires consistency and dedication. It's about reinforcing a new behavior until it becomes automatic. But it's also about aligning your new habits with your deepest values and desires. When your habits reflect what you truly want to achieve, they become much more powerful. For instance, if you want to become more healthy, think about what habits contribute to health, like exercising regularly, eating well, and getting sufficient sleep. Start small, maybe by incorporating a 10-minute walk into your daily routine, or by choosing water over soda. Over time, these small changes can lead to significant transformations. Meditation is more than just a tool for relaxation. It's a gateway to accessing deeper levels of mind and tapping into the quantum field of possibilities. In meditation, you quiet the chatter of your conscious mind and enter a state where you can directly influence the subconscious. This is where all your habits, behaviors, and beliefs reside. When meditating, focus on deepening your breath and relaxing your body. Visualize yourself as the person you wish to become. Imagine behaving in ways that align with your highest intentions. Feel the emotions that would accompany this new way of being: joy, peace, empowerment. Regular meditation can help you detach from the emotional residues of past experiences, which are often the foundation of your current habits. By releasing these emotions, you create space for new, more constructive patterns to emerge. As you meditate, you begin to create a new internal state, a new pattern of thinking and feeling that can influence your external reality. This isn't about escaping the world, but about transforming it from the inside out. Your inner changes will start to manifest externally as changes in your health, your relationships, and your surroundings. When you begin to integrate the power of thought and emotion through practices like meditation, you start to experience real changes. These aren't just incremental, they can be quantum, sudden, and significant. These changes often seem miraculous because they defy the conventional understanding of what is possible. Consider stories of people who have overcome significant health challenges by changing their thought patterns and emotional responses. These stories aren't anomalies, they are demonstrations of the quantum model in action. They show us that when we align our thoughts and emotions with the energy of health and vitality, we can influence our physical bodies in profound ways. Recent studies in neuroscience and epigenetics provide a scientific foundation for these transformations. They show that our genes are not fixed, they respond to our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. When we change those internal states, we can alter our genetic expression and, by extension, our health and our life circumstances. To harness the quantum field, you must first believe in the possibility of change. This belief is not just cognitive, it must be embodied. It must be felt with every fiber of your being. When you believe at this deep level, you align yourself with the frequencies of the outcomes you desire. Clearly define what you want to achieve. The more specific your intention, the clearer the message you send to the quantum field. Cultivate the emotions that correspond to your desired outcome. If you want joy, practice feeling joy. Regularly engage in practices that reinforce your new state of being, such as meditation, visualization, and affirmations. Our past experiences often define our current reality. They shape our expectations, beliefs, and behaviors. However, in the quantum model, the past does not dictate the future. The future is created in the present moment by the choices we make and the energies we embody. Letting go of the past means releasing the emotional attachments and patterns that keep us tied to old identities. It involves forgiving others and ourselves, releasing resentment, and embracing the possibility of new beginnings. Living as the quantum you means embracing your role as a creator of your reality. It involves stepping out of passive patterns and actively shaping your life through your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Part of living as the quantum you involves embracing uncertainty. The quantum field is a field of all possibilities, where uncertainty is the norm. By becoming comfortable with uncertainty, you open yourself to the full range of possibilities that life has to offer. As you align more with the quantum aspects of yourself, you begin to see changes in your life. You might find new opportunities arising or old patterns dissolving effortlessly. This is the sign that you are living as the quantum you, actively participating in the creation of your reality at every moment. Quantum physics, at its core, introduces us to a universe far different from the mechanical world we see. In the quantum realm, particles exist in states of potential. Until they are observed, they exist in multiple states simultaneously. Similarly, we too exist in a landscape of endless possibilities. Your quantum self is not bound by past experiences or future anxieties, but exists in the continuous flow of potential. Every thought and feeling you have resonates within this quantum field. Think of it as a vast ocean where your thoughts are waves, not just rippling back to you, but interacting with other waves. This interaction doesn't just influence your own life, it extends to the world around you. Your consciousness isn't confined to your body, it extends outward, affecting and being affected by the universe. To truly engage with this concept, consider how every decision, every belief truly shapes the probabilities of your life. If you believe you are unlucky, the quantum field reflects that belief back as your reality. But when you shift this belief to see yourself as a fortunate, capable being, the universe can begin to reflect this positivity back as well. This is not about wishful thinking, but about aligning your mental and emotional vibrations with the frequencies of who you want to be and the life you want to live. Understanding the quantum self is also about understanding how deeply connected we are to everything and everyone in the universe through the quantum field. Our brains and hearts emit electromagnetic signals that can be measured, and these signals extend far beyond our physical bodies. Studies in the field of heart-brain coherence have shown that when we feel love, gratitude, or peace, our heart rhythm patterns become more coherent, more ordered. These coherent patterns are associated with improved emotional states and cognitive function. This coherence has a profound effect not only on ourselves but on those around us. The HeartMath Institute has conducted research showing that the heart's electromagnetic field can be detected several feet away from the body by other individuals and can even affect the brain waves of people around us. This implies that our internal states can influence the external environment in tangible ways, creating a feedback loop between our inner and outer worlds. When we achieve a state of coherence, our biofield harmonizes with the quantum field of possibilities, and this harmony increases our capacity to attract and manifest positive outcomes in our lives. This is where the science of connection meets the art of possibility. We become not just observers of our reality, but participants who can shape it through conscious intention and emotional alignment. The key to unlocking your potential within the quantum field lies in the power of elevated emotions. These are the emotions that lift us up, that resonate with the energy of creation and abundance, joy, love, gratitude, inspiration. When we cultivate these emotions, they become more than feelings, they act as signals that communicate with the quantum field, drawing experiences that resonate with those same high frequencies. Elevating your emotional state is not as simple as deciding to feel happy. It involves a disciplined practice of aligning your thoughts and emotions to your desired outcomes. It requires you to consciously choose to focus on emotions that elevate rather than deplete you. This might mean practicing gratitude daily, not just as a thought, but as a heartfelt feeling. Or it could involve meditating on feelings of love and compassion, genuinely feeling them expand within your heart. This practice also involves recognizing and releasing lower vibrational emotions such as fear, anger, or jealousy. These emotions are not inherently bad, they are part of the human experience. However, when they dominate our emotional landscape, they keep us tethered to lower frequencies, limiting our ability to connect with the higher frequencies of the quantum field. One practical way to elevate your emotions is through visualization. Imagine your future with as much detail and emotional depth as you can muster. See yourself living the life you desire and allow yourself to feel the joy, pride, or satisfaction that comes with that life. This process isn't just about wishful thinking, it's about creating a vibrational match between your current state and your desired reality. By doing this regularly, you rewire your brain to not only believe in these possibilities, but to act in ways that will make them a reality. Embracing the quantum self is not just an intellectual exercise, it requires practical, consistent actions to manifest your intentions into reality. Here, we will delve into specific strategies that can help you align your thoughts and emotions with the quantum field, enabling a life that transcends the ordinary limitations we often impose on ourselves. Mental rehearsal is a powerful tool for achieving heart-brain coherence and manifesting your desired reality. This technique involves vividly imagining your future success or happiness, engaging all your senses to make the experience as real as possible in your mind. The goal is to create such a compelling and realistic mental image of your future that your brain believes the event has already occurred. This practice does more than simply boost your mood, it literally changes your brain's wiring. Neuroscience has shown that the brain does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences in terms of neural activation. When you mentally rehearse future events, your brain builds connections in the same regions that would be activated if the event were actually happening. This process of firing and wiring new neural pathways helps to solidify new patterns of thought and behavior in alignment with your desires. For example, if you're aspiring to become a confident public speaker, you would spend time each day visualizing yourself speaking confidently in front of a large audience, hearing the applause, feeling the satisfaction of a well-received presentation, and experiencing the emotions associated with this success. Over time, this mental rehearsal prepares your brain to act in accordance with this new self-image, making it more likely that you will perform well in reality. Achieving coherence between the heart and brain is essential for tapping into the quantum field effectively. Heart-brain coherence occurs when the heart's rhythmic patterns and the brain's oscillatory patterns synchronize, leading to improved cognitive function, emotional stability, and resilience. You can cultivate heart-brain coherence through various techniques such as focused breathing meditation or using biofeedback devices. One effective method is the heart-focused breathing technique, where you breathe slowly and deeply, imagining each breath flowing in and out of your heart or chest area. As you do this, consciously evoke positive emotions like gratitude or love, and try to maintain these feelings throughout the exercise. This practice not only improves your emotional state, but also sends a clear, coherent signal to the quantum field about your intention and state of being. The more coherent your heart and brain, the more effectively you can communicate with the field, influencing your reality with greater precision and power. In our hyper-connected world, we are bombarded by information that can disrupt our mental and emotional balance. To maintain a state conducive to quantum living, it's crucial to regularly retreat from negative influences. This might involve taking breaks from social media, avoiding negative news, or distancing yourself from toxic relationships. Creating a sanctuary for yourself, where you can retreat and reconnect with your inner self, is vital. This could be a physical space like a quiet room in your home, or a spot in nature that you find particularly peaceful. It could also be a mental space that you access through meditation or journaling. Use this space to clear your mind, soothe your emotions, and realign with your intentions. During these times of retreat, focus on cleansing your mental environment. Practice mindfulness to become aware of your habitual thoughts and feelings. Are they aligned with the reality you wish to create? If not, use your retreat as a time to adjust your mental state, shifting your focus to thoughts that support your quantum creation process. Becoming the observer of your thoughts and emotions is perhaps the most foundational step in quantum living. This heightened level of self-awareness allows you to recognize when you are reacting out of habit and choose a different response that is in alignment with your quantum self. Practicing mindfulness throughout the day is an excellent way to cultivate this awareness. Pay attention to your emotional reactions in various situations. When you notice reactions that are out of alignment with your desired state, pause and choose a response that reflects your higher intentions. For example, if you find yourself feeling frustrated or angry, recognize these emotions as signals. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this reaction? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my quantum self? Perhaps the answer is to take a few deep breaths, step back from the situation, or shift your perspective to see the challenge as an opportunity for growth. It's essential to understand that discomfort and challenge are not merely obstacles to be avoided, but are vital components of personal growth and quantum living. They provide the friction necessary for us to evolve and to fine-tune our ability to navigate the quantum field. I think of discomfort as a signal that something within your current pattern of thought or behavior is ready to be transformed. It is akin to the proverbial grain of sand in the oyster, which, though irritating, eventually produces a pearl. Your reaction to discomfort defines your ability to create pearls of wisdom and personal breakthroughs. Every challenge invites you to reassess your response patterns. For example, if you consistently react to work stress with anxiety, this challenge is an opportunity to cultivate a new, more empowering response. You might decide to view stressful situations as chances to practice calmness and to reinforce your mental rehearsal of handling such situations with grace. Stepping beyond survival mode and embracing your role as a creator is the essence of quantum living. This shift involves moving from a reactive state, where external circumstances dictate your happiness and success, to a proactive state where you create your reality from the inside out. Living as a creator means consistently aligning your thoughts and emotions with the outcomes you desire. It involves seeing beyond immediate circumstances and maintaining your focus on your long-term vision. This doesn't mean ignoring reality, but rather choosing to respond to it in ways that support your creation process. In practical terms, this might mean choosing not to get upset over a traffic jam, but instead using that time to reinforce positive affirmations or to visualize your goals. It means not letting a harsh word from a colleague derail your day, but instead responding with compassion and understanding, knowing that each response shapes your reality. By consciously choosing your thoughts and emotions, you harness the quantum nature of your being. You begin to interact with the fabric of reality, not just as a participant, but as a sculptor, shaping your life's outcomes with the tools of your focused intention and emotional clarity. Imagine yourself in a quiet space where the only sound is a layer of continuous flowing music. This music isn't just any music, it's specifically crafted to be layered and uninterrupted, without breaks or sudden changes that could distract. Why is this important? Because such music envelops you, allowing your mind to cease focusing on the hustle of the external world and dive deep into the serenity of your inner world. This form of music, used in meditation, is designed to foster an environment where the mind can freely explore the self without external disturbances. When music flows without interruption, it creates a sonic blanket that wraps around our consciousness, gently nudging it towards deeper states of relaxation and introspection. Here in these depths, the mind can transcend typical boundaries of thought and emotion, touching the essence of pure being. Moreover, the type of sounds used in these compositions is crucial. Binaural beats, for instance, are a common tool. These sounds are not just auditory stimuli, but are a vehicle for synchronization. They engage our brain's natural ability to tune into frequencies, leading to states that can profoundly alter our perception and emotional state. When these beats are mathematically structured, they aren't merely heard, they are experienced. The brain begins to mirror these patterns, creating a resonance effect where our internal rhythms align with these external frequencies. Why does mathematics play such a critical role in this process? Mathematics is the language of the universe. It is precise, it is rhythmic, and it is inherently structured. When we embed mathematical precision in music, we aren't just creating harmony, we are invoking the fundamental patterns of nature itself. In our experimental observations, we found that when music and mathematical patterns are combined, they can initiate a phenomenon known as entrainment. Entrainment is a process where the brain's electrical patterns and the heart's rhythms begin to align with these mathematical intervals presented in the music. This synchronization can have a myriad of effects, from deepening meditation to enhancing cognitive functions and emotional stability. During guided meditations, I have employed this technique by aligning spoken words with the underlying mathematical tempo of the music. This method isn't random but highly calculated. The spoken words are timed not only to match the rhythm but also to challenge the listener's expectations. By strategically pausing, delaying the next spoken word beyond the anticipated moment, participants are not passive listeners but become active engagers. This anticipation builds a mental readiness, an alertness that keeps the mind highly engaged and dynamically interactive with the unfolding experience. This engagement doesn't fade when the music stops or when words are no longer spoken. Instead, it trains the mind to maintain this heightened state independently, fostering a profound internalization of focus and awareness. It's akin to learning a dance. At first, you might rely heavily on the music and the instructor's calls, but over time, you find the rhythm within yourself and dance independently of external cues. The concept of the quantum you is rooted in quantum physics, which suggests that all potential realities exist simultaneously until one is brought into focus by our observation and interaction. Every moment, then, is a confluence of endless possibilities. Through the practices we've discussed, we can begin to consciously influence which reality we manifest in our lives. When we meditate deeply, especially within the framework of structured mathematical music, we often perceive time differently. This isn't just a psychological trick, but a real alteration of our temporal perception brought about by changes in our brainwave patterns. In quantum terms, time and space are not fixed and linear, but are flexible and subject to our consciousness. In states of deep meditation, we experience what might be called quantum time, a state where the usual ticking of the clock no longer dictates our perception of the passing seconds and minutes. This flexibility in how we perceive time allows for a profound connection with the present moment, a state where the past and the future converge into a rich tapestry of now. Here in this eternal now lies the power of the quantum you. It's a state of being where every possibility is accessible, where the choices you make in the present reshape your reality in profound ways. This is where true transformation occurs, not in changing who you are, but in realizing who you have always been beneath the layers of conditioned thought and behavior. Light is not just a tool for visibility, but a fundamental environmental factor that influences our biological rhythms and health. In the realm of quantum physics, light is understood not just as illumination, but as quantized packets of energy that can influence the way atoms and molecules interact. Similarly, in our daily lives, the type of light we are exposed to has significant effects on our biological functions, particularly our sleep patterns, mood, and overall well-being. Let's consider the typical environment many of us find ourselves in, spaces filled with artificial lighting. Fluorescent lights, screens emitting blue light, and stark office environments are not merely inconvenient, they can actively disrupt our circadian rhythms. Our bodies evolved with the natural rhythms of the sun, rising with its light and winding down as it sets. However, the pervasive use of artificial lighting has altered this natural cycle, which can lead to a host of health issues, from insomnia to depression. Contrast this with the natural light of the sun, which has a broader spectrum and is dynamically changing throughout the day. This light enhances our health by regulating the production of vital hormones like melatonin and serotonin, which govern our sleep cycles and mood. By increasing our exposure to natural light, especially in the early morning, we can reset our internal clocks to align more closely with nature's rhythms. But the impact of light goes beyond physical health. On a quantum level, the frequencies of light we absorb can influence our energy fields. Natural light helps synchronize our personal energy field with the Earth's electromagnetic field, enhancing our sense of connectivity with the natural world. This alignment is crucial for what I term the quantum you, as it enhances our ability to interact with the quantum field where all possibilities exist. Moreover, engaging with natural environments exposes us to a broader spectrum of light frequencies, which can have subtle yet profound effects on our consciousness. When we walk in nature, the green from the leaves, the blue from the sky, and the myriad colors of flowers and earth all contribute to a sensory experience that is deeply nourishing and inherently balancing. Having understood the impacts of music, mathematics, and light, how can we integrate these insights into practical daily practices? First and foremost, we must consider the sensory inputs we are subjecting ourselves to on a daily basis. This includes the sounds and music we listen to, the lighting we are exposed to, and even the electromagnetic frequencies around us. Begin by curating your auditory environment. Opt for music that contains layered, continuous sounds without breaks. Such music should ideally include elements of mathematical precision, whether through rhythms, beats, or harmonic sequences. Listening to this type of music during meditation or while performing daily tasks can help entrain your brain to higher states of coherence and function. Adjust your exposure to artificial light, especially during the evening hours. Utilize applications or glasses that filter out blue light from screens to help maintain your natural sleep-wake cycles. Moreover, try to maximize your exposure to natural light during the day. Take walks in the morning or during lunch breaks, or simply choose to work near a window when possible. Make it a routine to connect with natural settings. Whether it's a daily walk in a park, weekend hikes, or morning jogs in a natural reserve, these activities not only provide physical exercise, but also immerse you in beneficial natural frequencies and lighting. This connection is vital for grounding and recalibrating your energy fields, fostering a deeper connection to the quantum you. In your practices, whether meditative or daily routines, incorporate elements of anticipation and pacing. Like the pauses in music or the unexpected shifts in a melody, learn to introduce moments of pause and reflection in your life. These moments are opportunities to realign with your intentions and to stay grounded in the present moment, enhancing your mental clarity and focus. It's important to reflect on the interconnectedness of all these elements: music, mathematics, light, and nature, and their combined effect on our well-being and consciousness. The quantum you is not an abstract concept, but a very real potentiality that exists within the quantum framework of our universe. It represents a state of being that is attuned to the infinite possibilities that surround us. Embracing the quantum you involves more than just understanding. It requires active participation and a willingness to integrate these principles into your daily life. By doing so, you can transform not only your own life, but also influence those around you through the coherence and positivity you radiate. Remember, every moment is ripe with the potential for change. Each decision you make, from the type of light you surround yourself with to the music you listen to, shapes your reality. By choosing inputs that align with the natural laws of the universe, you can enhance your ability to connect with and influence the quantum field. The concept of the quantum field might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's a scientific reality deeply rooted in the world of quantum physics. Imagine an invisible field that exists everywhere. It's not confined to space and time as we understand it. This field is a reservoir of infinite possibilities, a sort of cosmic library where every possible event, condition, and outcome is stored. To connect with the quantum field is to tap into the potential for any reality. It's where all possibilities exist simultaneously, waiting to be actualized. Your interactions with the quantum field are mediated through your consciousness, specifically through your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. When you emit a specific vibrational frequency through these mediums, you resonate with and actualize potential outcomes from the field. This means your consistent thoughts and feelings can and do shape your reality. Understanding this, your daily mental and emotional patterns take on a new significance. Every sustained thought or emotion is a signal you send out into the field, a blueprint of your desires and fears that the universe begins to construct into your reality. This is why it's crucial to cultivate awareness of your mental and emotional states. They are the tools with which you sculpt your experiences. Gratitude is more than just a polite response to receiving a gift or a benefit. It is one of the most powerful emotional states for creating a positive change in both your internal and external worlds. Why is gratitude so powerful? Because it resonates directly with the nature of the quantum field that is the frequency of receiving and abundance. When you feel gratitude, your body and mind enter a state of coherence, a harmony that resonates throughout your entire being, aligning you more closely with the universe's creative forces. Gratitude elevates your vibration, making you more receptive to the blessings the quantum field has to offer. It tells the universe that you acknowledge and appreciate the abundance that is being directed your way, and it opens you to receive even more. But gratitude is not just about feeling thankful for what you already have. It's also about maintaining a state of thankfulness for the blessings that are on their way. This forward-looking gratitude is anticipatory, acting as a magnet for future blessings. It creates a bridge between your current state and the state you wish to be in, facilitating a smoother transition into your desired reality. Why is the present moment so pivotal? Because it is the only point in time where you can exercise true power. The past is gone. It can only hold power over you if you let it by clinging to its memories and emotions. The future is not yet here. It becomes a source of anxiety if you obsess over what might happen, draining your creative energy. Living in the present moment means that your attention and energy are not fragmented across various times and spaces. Instead, they are concentrated, powerful, and effective. When you focus fully on the now, you harness your energy in its most potent form. This focused energy is what interacts most effectively with the quantum field because it is undiluted by the distractions of past regrets or future worries. How can you practice being in the present? Start with simple mindfulness practices. Engage fully with whatever you're doing, whether it's eating, walking, talking, or breathing. Notice the sensations, the environment, the emotions, and the thoughts that occur. When your mind wanders to the past or future, gently bring it back to the present. This practice not only conserves your energy, but also enhances your creative potential. Meditation is often misunderstood as merely a relaxation technique or a method for stress reduction. While these are certainly beneficial outcomes, the true power of meditation lies in its ability to connect you directly with the quantum field. During meditation, you quiet the chatter of your conscious mind and enter a deeper, more profound state of awareness. This state transcends ordinary reality and allows you to interact directly with the field of all possibilities. In meditation, you are not passive. You actively engage with your desires through visualization and emotion. Imagine your goals and dreams in vivid detail, and pair these images with strong, positive emotions like joy, love, and gratitude. This combination of clear visualization and emotional intensity broadcasts a powerful signal into the quantum field. You are not just thinking about what you want, you are embodying the experience of having it, here and now. Consistent meditation deepens your connection to the quantum field, making it easier to manifest your desires. It trains your brain to operate at the frequency of your highest potentials and aligns your energy with the realities you wish to create. Over time, as your practice deepens, you'll notice that your external world begins to align more closely with the vision and feelings you've been cultivating internally. This is the quantum field responding to your coherent signal, manifesting your thoughts and emotions into reality. By understanding these principles and applying them diligently, you prepare yourself to meet the quantum version of you, one that lives in harmony with infinite possibilities, creating and experiencing life in the most magical way imaginable. Let's continue this journey and uncover even more about how you can harness the power of your consciousness to fundamentally alter your life's path. Continuing our journey into the quantum self, we come to a crucial component: training the mind and body. This isn't about physical strength or intellectual prowess, but rather about conditioning our inner selves, the subconscious mind, and the physiological responses that accompany it to align with a new state of being, one of gratitude and positive expectation. consistent meditation is more than a practice, it's the cultivation of a new baseline for your emotional state. By regularly entering a meditative state, you begin to train your body to recognize and become accustomed to the feelings of gratitude, love, joy, and abundance. Just as a musician practices scales to make them second nature, you practice these positive emotions to make them the default setting of your emotional body. This training is essential because your body reacts to every thought tinged with emotional content. When you repeatedly expose yourself to positive thoughts and feelings, your body begins to believe in this new reality. It responds by adjusting physiologically, which can mean changes in your brain chemistry, a reduction in stress hormones, an increase in immune function, and an overall better regulation of your body systems. Consider the implications of this each time you meditate on positive outcomes and pair them with high-energy emotions. You're not just imagining a future possibility, you're instructing your body to act as if this reality already exists. Over time, this acting as if isn't just an exercise in imagination, but becomes a real transformation in your physical and emotional responses. Your body learns to live in a state of gratitude and expectation of good, which in turn attracts more positive experiences. By maintaining these states through regular practice, you teach your body and mind to move away from reactive patterns and towards proactive creation. This shift is significant because it means you are no longer at the mercy of external circumstances. Instead, you are actively creating your desired circumstances by aligning your internal state with the outcomes you want to manifest. This concept may sound abstract, so let's delve deeper. In quantum physics, particles represent matter while waves represent possibilities. Normally, we live our lives as particles fixed in our ways, solid in our perceptions of who we are and what we can achieve. However, the true magic happens when we begin to operate more like waves than particles. When you practice shifting your emotional state through gratitude and visualization, you're essentially telling the universe that you're ready to transform from a particle to a wave. This transformation allows you to interact more fluidly with the possibilities in the quantum field. Instead of being one thing in one state, you become a potential for many states, many experiences and realities. Becoming wave-like means that you are not fixed to any specific outcome or identity. You are open and receptive to all the possibilities that the quantum field holds. It's like turning from a single musical note into a symphony of possibilities. You are no longer just reacting to life as it happens, you are creating it at the most fundamental level by aligning your energy with the frequencies of what you wish to experience. This shift from being particle-like to wave-like is not just metaphorical, it has practical implications in your life. It means that your reactions to life's challenges are no longer automatic or programmed. Instead, you have the capacity to respond from a place of calm and centeredness, choosing responses that align with the new realities you wish to create. You become less about rigid structures and more about fluid possibilities, less about being a victim of circumstances and more about being a creator of circumstances. Now, how do you actively create your new future? This involves more than just passive wishing or hoping. It involves a deliberate and conscious effort to resonate at the frequency of the outcomes you desire. It's about using your newly trained emotional and physiological states to make a real impact on the quantum field. The process of creating your new future can be likened to tuning an instrument. Just as a musician adjusts the strings to achieve perfect harmony, you must tune your emotions and thoughts to the frequency of your desired reality. This tuning happens through consistent practice, meditation, mindfulness, and emotional cultivation. When your personal frequency is in harmony with the frequency of the outcome you desire, you create a resonance. This resonance isn't just a metaphorical alignment, it's a physical phenomenon that can attract experiences and opportunities that match your inner state. Your consistent emotional and mental states send out waves into the quantum field, which then attract like waves experiences that are energetically similar to your own state. Moreover, as you become proficient in maintaining these higher vibrational states, you start to see real changes in your life. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach may begin to present themselves. Relationships may improve or become more aligned with your highest self. You may find your career taking a turn in a direction more fulfilling and aligned with your deepest passions. All these changes stem from the fundamental truth that in the quantum field, like attracts like. By embodying the energy of what you wish to experience, you become a magnet for those very experiences. You no longer have to chase after them, they come to you. This is the essence of creating from the quantum field, and it represents a profound shift from how most people live their lives, constantly struggling against a seemingly indifferent universe. Meeting the quantum you is about embracing your potential to create from a place of high vibrational energy, aligning your inner world with the outer world you desire to experience. As you continue to train your mind and body to sustain these higher states of being, you become more adept at navigating life not as a series of reactions to external events, but as a creator of your own destiny, resonating with and manifesting the possibilities that lie within the quantum field.